Hi everyone, welcome to Staying Green in Quarantine, where we're sharing tips to help you build a more sustainable lockdown. We hope you've been enjoying our videos so far. If you have, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for updates when we release new ones. Now, a few weeks ago when we did our haul for our shopping trip, we said that we're mostly trying to eat vegetarian and vegan where we can. Studies have shown that reducing meat intake is the single best thing that an individual can do for the environment, which is really great. So we thought it would be good to give you an idea of the kind of stuff that we would typically eat in a day. Now, it is a Saturday, so it's a bit chill. We've got a bit more time to prepare food, which we wouldn't normally have time for on a weekday. But hopefully it'll give a bit of inspiration for the kind of easy vegan and vegetarian meals that you can prepare as well. During quarantine, I've been with our head of outreach, Kate. She's been behind the camera so far, but she's going to be stepping in front of it to prepare a really awesome lunch, and then I'm going to be doing breakfast and dinner. So let's get started. Avocados. So for breakfast, we're going to be making a really simple avocado on toast. We've got 2 avocados. We're going to be using 1.5. We've got some lemon. We've got some feta. We've got some nice bread, which we got actually last week, but it's holding up quite nicely. And we've got some honey. So the first thing to do is to cut the bread up and pop it in the toaster. We're doing 2 slices each.
Making this for 2 people is so nice, because I always feel like half an avocado is not enough, but a whole avocado is too much. But like
you need 2/3 of an avocado.
You need 3/4, right? Because if we're showing 1.5.
So we're going to slice up 2 avocados. We're going to use 1.5 for 2 of us. And what we're going to do actually, cut it up. I'm actually terrible at this.
I can see.
Hey! Great. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to just squeeze a bit of lemon on this. And pop it in some beeswax wrap. Beeswax wrap is like an alternative to cling film, but you can reuse it, I think, pretty much infinitely, right?
Yeah, you have to replace it every couple of years, I think.
Sure. But it just means that you're not kind of throwing away things, and it's a great way to... It helps you reduce food waste, and it helps you reduce like the amount of cling film that you're using, basically. So we're going to put that in the fridge, and we'll be using it later. Now, we had this lemon saved from something else that we were making a couple of days ago in some beeswax wrap, and we're just going to squeeze out the juice into the bowl as well. Like the juice of like most of a lemon is useful, so yeah, just using a fork to kind of help really get out as much of the juice as I can. So we have about 1/4 of this block of feta left over. You want to use between like 1/4 or 1/3 of a block, and literally just with your fingers, just crumble it into on top of the avocado and lemon mixture. So before we do this last bit, I'm just going to pop the bread down to toast. Grab a fork. That's what we used earlier. And just mash up the avocado with the feta and the lemon juice. And the last thing to do is to just spoon, or fork I suppose, the avocado feta mixture onto the slices.
Do you know what I don't get?
What don't you get?
People who butter toast before putting avocado on it.
I would do that.
Would
I was
you?
literally just about to do that, yeah.
Why?
I don't know, I like butter.
But the point of the avocado is that it's kind of a butter substitute. It's like salty and a fat. It's just a healthier.
You're an insane person.
Oh, well, okay.
I think it's the... so you can just eat it as it is. I'm going to add a little bit of honey to ours. Gives that kind of extra sweet taste. And then we're done and ready to go.
You can also add chili flakes if you're spicy.
Okay, so we put Kate in charge of lunch, which is very exciting. She's doing like a tofu rice bowl. So I'm just going to go check out how she's getting on. Hi.
Hey.
How's the rice bowl?
It's good.
Good.
Rice is cooking. Got a nice big appetizing slab of tofu.
Ooh, that is a nice slab of tofu. What are you doing?
I'm cutting it into bite-sized pieces.
Why are you doing it on paper?
To drain it.
Why do you need to drain it?
Because it's nice and wet.
Nice, pleasant.
Yeah, that's me.
And what's going on over here?
Some rice.
Got some rice bubbling away.
Who knows if it's portioned correctly? But
Who knows?
you know,
So what's the steps? What's the plan here?
first you cook some rice,
Nice.
or put some rice on to cook, I guess. Then you're gonna just press the tofu with a paper towel.
How much tofu we got there?
Half a package.
Cool.
I really enjoy this actually. It's quite satisfying. There, that should be good. And then we're just gonna chop her up. Tofu is one of my favorite things to chop as well because it's just like so square. It's an odd food.
What you got there?
Just some oil. We're gonna cook the tofu now.
Oh, very nice. How you doing it?
So I've put a couple of tablespoons of oil in a pan, and now I'm going to add some cumin
Very nice.
and some paprika.
Very nice.
So like 2 parts paprika to 1 part cumin is usually the amount that I go for.
Cool.
And I just kind of like chop them in with the oil, like that, and then give it a bit of a stir while the oil is heating up to make sort of a marinade, I guess. So I'm going to do that now, and then when that's all mixed together, I add the tofu. Hey!
Hey! That's the avocado from breakfast!
Sure is.
Look at that beeswax wrap!
And still green.
It's so green!
We love beeswax.
So what are you doing now?
Just gonna cut it up to put on top.
Cool. We've got the rice, we've got the avocado, we've got the cucumber, we've got the carrots, we've got the tofu, still just keep them warm over there. Which means we need bowls!
Bowls.
Bowls.
Oh, I see. You know, I portioned this rice really well. I'm happy with that. It could have gone either way. But it didn't. It went the right way.
So we're starting by popping the rice in. What's next?
Some nice crispy tofu.
Most of this is arrangement.
It really is.
Most of what makes this a good meal is arrangement.
Yeah. That's why you've got to peel the vegetables. You know, it takes longer, but it's worth it because otherwise it's just an assortment of things in a bowl together. Also, getting me assembling it is really just going to ruin it because the assembly isn't pretty. I have to...
And top tip from Kate, she likes to line them up so it's all nice and pretty and it's kind of all stripy and nice and appealing. And that's the avocado.
Just going to put some lemon juice on her.
Finishing touch.
Drizzle of soy sauce. If I had some coriander, I would put some on top, but our plant didn't make it, so...
And there we go. You filming me?
Yeah, tell me about your lunch.
I'm eating.
Tough luck.
Okay. It's very tasty. It's my favourite lunch. It's vegan. Accidentally, we didn't actually realise it was vegan. But then obviously we kind of worked out actually, yeah, it is, which is great. And it's good for the planet. And did I say that it's tasty? Because it is, and it's my favourite lunch, and it's very pretty. So make a rice bowl. Okay, so dinner time. We're going to do a ramen for dinner, which is super simple. Basically, the basis of it is you want to grab some spring onions and some garlic, chop them up and chuck them in a frying pan, fry them up. And then just like grab kind of whatever vegetables you want. We've got loads of different ones. We've got some broccoli, we've got some sugar snaps as well. We've got some baby corn and we've got some carrot and we've also got some mushrooms, so we've got loads. And we're literally, what we're going to do is, as I say, fry up the spring onions and the garlic, and then we're just going to chop up all the veg and chuck them in as well. So we're going to get started just with some spring onions. Chop them up. We've already chopped up like a load of our other veg. So this is just kind of to get the base. And I'm going to chuck them in with the garlic, and we've put in here some garlic and also a little bit of ginger, just to get started. Some onions. And I'm going to just finish by chopping up the carrot. We'll get cooking. Okay, so we actually do the carrot in 2 ways. What we do is we just take a peeler and we just kind of peel it into strips, kind of like we were doing, well, exactly like we were doing for the rice bowl earlier. And it just kind of gives a nice, I don't know, it's a nice texture, which we quite enjoy. So we'll kind of do like most of the carrot like that. And then when we get to the middle, when we've kind of peeled off as much as we can, we'll then just kind of chop the middle bit into kind of small bits and chuck that in quite early on into the frying pan. Okay, so I filled up the kettle the whole way. It's better to do, if you can, just do like one big boil of the kettle rather than lots of small ones. So I filled it up all the way because we are definitely going to use all that water. And before we get frying, what we're going to do is we're going to start making the soup. So there are basically three parts to a ramen. You've got your noodles, you've got your vegetables, and you've got your soup. We've chopped the vegetables and prepared them, and now we're actually going to start cooking. When you start cooking, everything's going to be done in like 5 to 10 minutes. It goes pretty fast, so we're going to try and get as much of it as we can. But sorry if we miss a bit. So just so you know, with the soup, we're using these two like miso soup container things. We're going to use 2 of them, and we're also using a cube of this Callo organic vegetable stock thing. So we're just going to chuck that in the pot. We've got 2 nests of noodles as well, and we've got all the vegetables that we showed you before. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put the soup onto boil, we're going to put the noodles onto boil, and we're going to just chuck all the veg in and start cooking, and hopefully it will go well. You can actually get lots of different types of miso soup. The one that we've picked out is vegan. Sometimes miso soup has like fish in it, so just check the container to say, what it contains. This one is vegan, but sometimes it isn't. Okay, so we're going to fill this up like 3/4 of the way. Probably about like that much, and we'll give that a stir in a sec and just bring that up to the boil as we also put the noodles on. So at this point, I should have mentioned this earlier, but we're going to chuck in our sauces. We're going to chuck in a little bit of soy sauce, just kind of probably about that much, and a little bit of Worcester sauce as well. As you can tell, I don't really use like measurements when I'm cooking. Does that make me a bad person? So this will reduce nicely. Just going to chuck the carrots in to start. We'll have them in for a couple of minutes. And then we'll chuck in the like corn and the broccoli and the sugar snaps, and then after that we'll chuck in the mushrooms, and then we should be done. Great, so we're just chucking in the hard vegetables now. They'll be in for a couple minutes, and then we'll chuck in mushrooms. So I've got like half a thing of chives. While everything's frying up, I'm just going to really quickly slice them up, and they're going to be a great garnish for on top of the ramen when it's finished. So I'm just chucking in the mushrooms now, and I'm going to leave them to cook for just a minute, because while they're doing that, I'm going to strain the noodles, and I'm going to start plating up while these are all cooking and just kind of finishing it. I've actually stopped frying, we've kind of finished, and I put that to one side because I want to show you the process of plating up or the way that we do it. Because I think actually the presentation is quite important, as with the other stuff that we're eating today, because we love to eat pretty food, don't we? Anyway, yeah, I think the presentation is quite important. So, what I'm going to do is start by just taking the noodles and putting them in kind of like to 1/2 of the bowl, as you can see there. And same with the other bowl. You can use any bowl, but we like these nice soup bowls because they present nicely as well. So yeah, putting that in half the bowl. Grabbing this lovely vegetable medley. 1 or 2 big spoonfuls of the veg medley. Go for 2 because we're hungry, aren't we? 1 or 2 into each bowl on the other side. So what you've got is that kind of like nice. So that's kind of how it should look. It's nice and kind of balanced out. You've got your half and half. Then and ladle probably like 3 or 4 ladlefuls. 1, 2. Oh no, maybe not. Now if you've got like dried fried onions or anything like that, they are a really great thing to add on top as well. Just any kind of garnish you can get just makes it look extra nice. And there we go, that's ramen. Thanks so much for watching today, everyone. We hope you enjoyed it and you like the meals that we were cooking up. We'd love to hear about some of the recipes that you're making, so tell us about them in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like it and share it with some of your friends, or subscribe to the channel for updates when we release new content. And as always, stay home, stay safe, stay green.